First of all, I must thank you for receiving us at such short notice, knowing what a busy schedule you keep, sir. Um, Firstly, I would also like to commend Plateau State on taking a decision to begin to reverse the conversation about Plateau State. For most people, I come from Lagos, and for most of us in Lagos, we just have images of what we were seeing on television, and that was all Jos and Plateau State represented to us. The carnival you had recently was very successful, and that reversed the conversation that if this is possible and we can see it happening, then images of the past that we had are saying, no, it's no longer like that. It's positive change. And I commend you for the brave effort, a decision that you took to go down that route. I must plead with you to please continue it, because it's not one image or one event that is going to reverse the conversation. It's the reinforcement of life is normal, everything is going on as should everywhere else in Nigeria. Those images are what create the change in perception. Secondly, I'd like to thank you for being our host. We reside in your premises in Jos here. Thank you for that facility. We pray that other states will show us the same hospitality as you have in Jos. What we bring to you, sir, is the message of Tour Nigeria, which is the brand that we have launched from NTDC to promote the consumption of Nigerian tourism assets. Every brand is created to drive consumption. We know what most of the soft drinks are made of. We can buy the different components of it and make as many volumes as we want. However, because it's in a brand, it's easy to sell, it's easy to consume. Our brand focus is on domestic tourism. It's about Nigerians enjoying more of what they have. It's about being brave enough to leave one region and getting to know people from another region. We ask that you please consider branding the tourism assets you have in Plateau State, and we will happily do this in partnership with you, so that these brands can go into digital space, which is where the 18 to 35 that forms a very large percentage of our population in Nigeria reside. The language they speak is digital language. It's in Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff. And that is the new method of communicating what is good about Nigeria and what wonderful resources you have here in Plateau State. I have been to the Kura Falls. I've seen the dam. I've seen the NESCO facilities, and unfortunately I haven't had enough time to go around as much as I would like. But one thing you have is the wealth of natural resources, as well as very hospitable and warm people here. It's, I think, Plateau, with the climate you also have, you really have an alternative to the oil economy of Nigeria, to the tin economy of Jos, and the agricultural as well. I think tourism is something that, with some minor investments in, for example, just facilities in your destinations, like toilets, viewing areas, those simple things create employment, create value, but at the same time make those tourism destinations marketable. Unfortunately, government does not have the resources to pay for everything every month. So the only option is to do deals with the private sector in PPP arrangements. We have a place that was granted by the government of Plateau State in Kura Falls, and we will be looking to do such things to demonstrate our willingness to support the initiatives in the state. I think, thank you. One wonderful thing you also have is you are the leaders of the league in terms of football. Sports tourism cannot be ignored in Nigeria. Football is a religion and people follow it all over the place. And I think if we look at how we could work together to promote sports tourism, to give it airtime on television, etc., I think the explosion in that form of tourism alone, apart from even the religious tourism, the cultural tourism, the destination tourism that you have here, I think you are well placed to take advantage of tourism as it is today.